Blog Talk Radio.
Are you ready to take a bite out of the competition? Are you looking for ideas to make your business better? Welcome to the Core Business Show with Tim Jacquet, sponsored by Apple Capital Group. At the core of every successful business, you'll find people making a difference. And with each episode of the Core Business Show, we talk with those people, examine those ideas, and explore the strategies that make them special. Now, the host of the Core Business Show, Tim Jacquet.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Core Business Show. I'm Tim Jacquet, your host. Today, we're going to talk about what small businesses need to know about reaching out to investors, speaking their language of capital. Get this information from Touchpoint Media. So give them kudos for that. Here are some few examples. I just spoke to an investment banker of mine, Phil with Covert Capital. You can listen to the episode earlier. And he's an investment banker that actually arranges funds and give funds out to small businesses, a medium-sized business who's looking for capital. But there's some things you really need to know. And here's some more information to add to that particular interview, what they actually look for. So here's some probably like 7 points to point out. First of all, as an entrepreneur, you need to make sure that you have good planning. You have a solid business plan because it's going to be read. We talk about solid. They're looking for excellence. So have two versions of your business plan written. Even if you have a professional person to do it later, you make sure before you present it to an investor, make sure you have a professional person with that particular industry do it for you, because investors are going to be looking for industry experience and expertise, because this is what they specialize in lending on, or actually for investors to not lend or also invest in. So you make sure you get a person that specializes in that. And every word is going to be read. No typos, make sure you know what you're talking about. Make sure you hire the person that's going to be in that particular field. Okay, let's get started. So match the investors to the market. Okay, that's why I said that when you have someone to write your business plan, do a short version, do a long version. Okay, they will read every single thing. But before you go to a investment banker or an investor or an angel investor, make sure you go what they specialize in. If they're generalists, it's fine. But if they specialize in something, they know what to look for, and you probably will get an answer a lot quicker because they specialize in this and they do it day in and day out. Okay, so match investors to your market. This is number one goal. Also, you need to be open. Investors like complete. They expect transparency. They want you, if there's an issue, you need to say this is the issue. These things we're struggling, this is how we fixed it or fixing it. So it won't be an issue in the future. Anything with your background, anything with your employment, make sure everything checks out, because if it's dealing with a lot of money, they're going to investigate every single thing. They're not going to take a risk that someone's going to run off with their money and they left holding the bag. So make sure that you put everything, make sure it's correct, that is verifiable in one sense. Verifiable, it can be verified. The number 3 thing is trust is key. They got to trust you. You got to go there with confidence. You got to put your best foot forward. If you bring a consultant with you to help make the presentation, make sure you practice this day in and day out for at least a week. Not a few days, not over the weekend. You drill week by week, meaning day by day by day. I would say do a full week presentation with several audiences before you speak with them, so you'll be comfortable in making that presentation with them. So repetition is really key. That's why musicians rehearse. That's why athletes rehearse. But once you get to a certain level, you can pull it off. But you can't pull it off when you're at the beginning stages. You can't ride on fumes and on your coattails when you're looking at industry experts. So one thing you really, really need to do is practice for an entire week before you make that presentation to them. Day in, day out, have several groups to speak with, ask them their opinion, practice beginning in the mirror so you know what you're going to look like. Make sure that everything is polished on you, that you're wearing maybe a brand new suit, a suit that's fitting for what you're going to be asking for. So if it's $1,000 suit, it's fine. But when you walk in there, make sure everything is clean and fresh. So if your investment meeting is the next day, and it's first thing in the morning, make sure your suit is all done. Make sure all your clothes is ready, and you have your shoes, your socks, everything you're gonna wear. They're gonna be looking at your wedding ring. They're gonna look at your watch. They're gonna look at how you have your nails, hygiene. I mean, every single. Don't drink coffee. No, drink milk, and you can have breath mints. Whatever. Make sure everything is fresh and clean. Don't have one thing that they can take that's negative from that particular interview. And you come with your best foot forward. If you're going to get your stylist done for your hair, get that done the day before so it's fresh. Get your nails done the day before. Get your facial the day before, or massage, get that the day before, not the day of. It's like a wedding. Don't do it the day of because you're stressing yourself if you do it the day of. And you have the whole morning to reflect and meditate on your presentation, okay? They have to trust you. Okay, I can't say that more than enough. They have to be able to trust what you say. Part of that is your resume is going to be included in that, so make sure that you give a very polished speech. Okay, let's go to the next one. I think this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth topic, talk directly about why and how, the hows of your business. You need to make sure you're an industry expert in that particular field. You know your business inside and out. You know the industry inside and out, and you'll be able to answer questions regarding that industry inside and out. You have numbers that's realistic. You have capital needs that's realistic. And the CEO, the Vice President of Development at Omaha, asked me, make sure you plan for double. Don't plan for just what you really need, because you may have to run into some situations that you need more money. So make sure you plan for double the amount you actually need, okay? Talk directly about why and the hows of your business. Why are you doing it? What's your passion? How you come up with the name? Then tell us how you're doing your business, day to day, okay? Also, you maybe take some acting classes. Make sure you work with a speech coach in order to get those things done as well, okay? What's different about you? Tell us what is different about your company versus the company down the street or the other companies you lend on. Make sure you have a question for that. Make sure you understand the why and the hows and what differs you from any other company, okay? Also, make sure you have a good track record or a smart leadership team. They want to know that you have smart people on your team that's going to be very credible to get the things done. You have a superstar salesperson. You have a superstar marketing person. You have a CPA or a good accountant on hand that's going to make sure they have numbers updated daily. Make sure they're clean. They're going to make some good collection efforts if that's the case. Make sure everything is reconciled, nice and clean. You also have a good IT manager. Keep your systems up. Sales is going to be always important, so you want to have a strong sales team behind you and a marketing team behind you. It doesn't take a lot for marketing, but it takes a lot to make sure you have a strong sales force and a good accounting and good managers to make sure things run smoothly. Also, you want to know your figures and your audience. They're going to triple check your numbers and your market, so make sure you have solid, realistic figures and you know your audience well, okay? And finally, speaking to investors is their future, not yours. Don't talk about I'm going to do. No. Say, I can help you. We are going to. We as an investment group, or we as a company who's going to blah, blah, is we, not yours, okay? Is your company, say we, and that's who you want to market your business to, and you want to capitalize on we, not me. We're going to take a break real quick and listen to a word from our sponsor. We'll be back in a moment. You listen to The Core Business Show.
You're listening to The Core Business Show, sponsored by Apple Capital Group. Apple Capital Group in Jacksonville, Florida, is a commercial lender that specializes in asset-based loans, equipment leasing and financing, invoice financing, commercial real estate loans, and asset-based financing in the U.S. and Canada. Apple Capital Group is a direct lender that lends on their private equity investment portfolio. 90% of most loans are decided within 2 hours, and vendor funding within 24 hours after documents are completed, with a one-page application. No slow no's, just a quick decision and a fast yes. To get more information about lending from Apple Capital Group, call 866-611-7457. That's 866-611-7457 to speak with one of our loan specialists. Or visit us right now at applecapitalgroup.com. Welcome back to the Core. Once again, here's Tim Jacquet.
Well, welcome back again. We're speaking the language of capital, what small business need to know about reaching out to investors. Again, I gave you 7 items that you need to be concerned with. Again, you want to match investors to your market, okay? You want to be open. You want to be transparent with them. Number 3, you need to make sure trust is key with them, so make sure that they're able to trust you. And you're putting your best foot forward in appearance and in presentation. Practice for a week. Practice with several groups in your presentation, and let people practice in the mirror. And you're acting. Think of your actor making your Academy Award presentation. So keep that in mind. Also, talk directly about the how and whys. Make sure you differ yourself from the competition. What makes yourself different? The next one is make sure you have a good track record or a smart leadership team. Sales, marketing, financing, and management. Make sure you have those elements in place. A tight niche group and how you actually operate every single day. Also, make sure you know your audience and your figures well. And also, finally, when you speak to investors, you speak of we, not you. Anyway, thank you for listening to the Core Business Show. This topic today, got this from Touchstone Capital, made Touchstone Media, courtesy out to them. Thank you, everybody, for listening to the show. Take care. Tim with the Core Business Show. Have a great day. Also, check out our website, thecorebusinessshow.com. It's in progress. The full website will be up and running within a week or so. But right now, it is up right there. You can make comments on some shows that we've posted already. If you get a chance, write some reviews about some of these episodes. A lot of people have written me by emails, but go ahead and write in iTunes about these episodes to benefit you. Everybody, thank you for listening. This is Tim Jacquet with the Core Business Show. Take care.
Thank you for listening to the Core Business Show with Tim Jacquet. For more information about equipment financing and asset-based loans, visit our website, applecapitalgroup.com. That's applecapitalgroup.com. Or call us at 866-611-7457. We hope you'll join us for our next episode. And remember, you can always get to the Core via iTunes. You'll find all our previous episodes there. And thanks again for listening to the Core Business Show with Tim Jacquet.